Hi everybody, Cassie here with today's Forever Fit class. I'm going to be combining a Forever Fit class and Gentle Fit class today using the chair. Sometimes we'll be sitting on it, sometimes we won't. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to give everybody a little bit of time to check in. So here in Spring Green, I know many of you that are watching are from Spring Green, but you know the gym is on Lexington Street in Spring Green. Well, they're going to start construction on our street, and we have this beautiful overhang of the trees, you know, from one side to the other, and they touch in the middle. And in the fall it's beautiful. In the winter, when the snow is on every single branch, it's just stunning. Well, there's construction happening up this street this summer, and in preparation, they're cutting down all the trees up and down both sides of the street, as well as our side streets. So it's gonna look like a war zone here pretty soon. It's disappointing because they're so beautiful. Anyway, hopefully you guys are logging on and you're hearing me okay and seeing me. I really need this today just to kind of shake off the effects of you know, being cooped up and trying to put posts on and making sure I'm reaching out to everybody on all the possible channels. Today's class, we are going to be looking forward towards spring and making sure that this will be one of your best gardening seasons yet. There's a lot of getting down and leaning over and digging out and lifting, and I want to start getting us out of that winter funk and preparing our muscles for lots of digging and pulling and carrying and bending down. So let's just go at it. So let's start with a nice big cleansing breath to get started. Inhale, inhale, exhale, push, push. And I was just talking yesterday morning to my producer, director at PBS, who produces the Quick Fit with Cassie series. And April 1st was supposed to be our next filming date, and we've had to cancel that for obvious reasons. They can't be having people, that many people coming into the studio and working and widen your legs. So of course that's disappointing, but it gives me a little bit more time to prepare. Inhale, exhale. Working on just some big cleansing moves right now with a little twist. Not as deep as you can go. Inhale, exhale, and reaching it down. I've got Cameron here helping me this morning. He's been at the gym this morning, of course, cleaning and answering phone calls. A little lower this time. Part way up. Inhale, exhale. Just enjoy this initial stretch. I hope everybody's getting fresh air every day. Checking in with family members that live far away. Good. And a little bit of ragdoll motion at the bottom. Use your legs to push you one way and then the other. All right, we'll swing our arms underneath and forward. Keep in mind, I should be meeting you here every day, Monday through Friday at noon. All right, hands behind, and we're going to push it forward. Tuck that tailbone under, let the head relax. Again, up, inhale. Let's do that to your left with a little knee bend. Good, pull it in. Do the other way. Inhale, big. Take a moment to pull those elbows back a little further. Exhale, press. Good, and up. Good, and let's just do a big circle. I'm gonna scoop this out of the way. Up and around, add deeper legs now as we get going. We need to strengthen these legs. Getting us down and up, carrying plants and rakes, shovels and dirt. All right, down and up. Let's get down and up. trying to lower yourself with your knees, not just, bending at the waist. So we're lifting, and see how close you can get to the floor before you have to bend at the waist. Very good. Inhale. And now over towards one side more. Reach to the ceiling, over to the other side, and up. One more time where we're bringing those hands down behind your head and tuck that tailbone. Pull it in to the right. Use that knee to the left. Good. All right, let's tuck your tailbone, and I'd like you to reach behind your legs. Let those elbows move forward. And then you'll take one hand and reach across, more behind the other side. Inhale, exhale. All right, good. Let's just work those toes a little bit. I want to make sure that your feet are loose. I hope you're working without shoes. All right, now I'm going to press that heel down and then shift my weight back enough so I can get a little bend in this knee. And we'll do the other way. So work those toes. If your feet are tight, it affects your body the rest of the way up. Makes you shuffle, and it really exhausts you. You've got a lot of joints and muscles in your feet, and we don't want any joint to have reduced range of motion. When it does, that's when atrophy occurs, pain, and reduced performance. If you want to run well, take care of your feet. All right. All right, I'm going to use the chair now. I'd like you just to go ahead and sit forward on your seat. All right, have nice wide knees and press that open. In fact, lean over, pushing your knees wide, making sure you're sitting forward on your seat. All right, and stretch open that one leg. It'd be your right leg if you're mirroring me. And the other. Lean into it a little deeper. Dropping that shoulder, at the same time extending through that arm. Big inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale, exhale, press. Feel good. All right, let's loosen up your hips. Loosen and strengthen. First of all, take the heel of your hand. You can also do this with something like a vitamin, a plastic vitamin jar, and just roll it down the top of your quad. You want to loosen this up. This is a great pre-run exercise. It's not really an exercise, a mobility. To the side, around the IT band. Very good. All right, now we're going to just let this knee hang down. The chair is just a great tool. Don't think it's just for people with weak legs or weakened conditions. I have found so many exercises and stretches that are just better. All right, so let's pivot, open and down, open and down, open and down. All right, and then I'd like you to lift, 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 and reach it over. If you're watching out there, let me know. All right, and twist. Put 2 hands in this chair back and let that hip fall off towards the front. All right, sit up tall and lift. All right, now we will face the side, and I'd like you to lift and lower, lift and lower. I didn't put out a pre-post this morning reminding everybody, so, well, I suppose if you're not watching this live, you can watch it later. Lift and lower. Or you can let me know what time of day would be better. Maybe people would prefer right away in the morning around 9 or in the afternoon around 4. But I was just keeping it in line with what we were already doing at the gym. All right, so let's go the other way, shifting your seat. I sure miss my cushion seats from the gym. Those are like just right, just enough cushion on the seat, a little bit of cushion in the back, even though we don't use that really. All right, open, open and drop. Now lift the leg all the way out to the side, lift and lower. I recommend you turn and put 2 hands on the chair back to make sure that you keep your hips facing, you know, sideways. I call this sideways, and the knees coming out forward. All right, and bring that knee in and we'll cross it over. And the other side. So making sure your hips are loose will make them stronger, especially as you're getting down to the ground and back up. You want strong legs and hips. You don't want to feel stiff. And this is all part of taking care of that. All right, let's bring this knee in. And as you do that, use the leverage of pulling on your leg to lift through your chest. Inhale, exhale, and now guess what? Try to straighten that leg into your hands. This is a good knee strengthener. Relax. Pull the knee in.
Molly Day.
Hey, Molly. Thanks.
Cynthia Hilbert.
Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. Cameron's watching the computer and can see when y'all are joining us, and that is encouraging. And extend. Extend the leg. I'm going to turn so you can see. Try to hold it a little higher than the other one. You can pull on the chair to recruit your stomach muscles. Lift, lift, lift. And bring it in again. And now try to straighten that leg. You ready? Go. Press, press, press. And release. Extend and hold. A few circles, lifting the leg up. Lift, lift, and a little rotate. All right, shake it off. In fact, I want to stretch this leg now from what we just did, so turn in your seat and grab your ankle or your pants. All right, squeeze your bottom. Right away, you can feel that go all the way down the top of your leg, just by squeezing your hind end while you're hanging onto your ankle. And then let's deepen the stretch a little by inhaling. Squeeze the butt, press the knee down, stir, whoo. That always gets me. All right, shake that off. Let's bring your other knee towards you with a nice big chest lift. All right, now press that leg into your hands, press. Pull in your stomach, feel that activate. And relax as you extend the leg. Okay, let's circle up, 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 using your quads, strengthening the knee actually too as you hold this position. And then pull it in, inhale, exhale, and try to straighten the leg into your hand. Maybe you're hanging onto your pants. Maybe you have bands at home that you can do this with. That would be a really good idea. Keep it tight so that the leg is basically not extending, but trying to. All right, relax. Let's do some circles that go up, up. I like to tell people that I put in moves that I learned from physical therapists, things like for the shoulders and the hips and the knees. You know, you can go to a physical therapist and they'll give you a few moves, but it's nice to add those moves into these classes. Ready? Extend. These classes are RPM style programming. So the point is to repair injuries or weaknesses that you have, and then prevent further injuries from occurring. And then through consistency, you'll maintain that level of fitness that you want that suits your life and your athleticism, or maybe you're not interested in any other athletics, but you just want it to remain independent in your home and pain-free. That's a goal. That's a good goal too. All right, I want you to line up your heel with your chair leg, and I'll turn sideways so you can see. So you got your heel right at the bottom of the chair leg, and I would like you to maybe sit back a little bit. Try to pull your leg in, okay? Pull it against the chair leg. This is another one of those therapy isometric holds to strengthen the knees. All right, and relax. Another extension and hold. I really like these holds, these isometric holds, because they don't irritate the knees that might already be irritated or inflamed.
Karen.
Hi, Karen. Hopefully you can hear and see today. Pull in, pull in. Use the chair to help you generate a little more force and strength. You can feel this up the back of your leg too. This is your hamstrings. And exhale, pulling the knees towards you. Good. We'll do that again, but I'd like you to do it halfway up your seat this time. Ready? Pull in. Hi, Linda. Welcome. I'm glad everybody's figuring out how to make this technology work. Pull in, pull in, pull in. Exhale. Good job. Lift. All right, now a little higher. I know your leg's probably getting a little tired. We've done that a bunch of times. A little higher. Ready, and pull. This will be the weakest one. You'll feel like you're not really doing it at all. Maybe lift the toes and relax. Cool, let's do the other side. All right, so we'll start low at the bottom of the chair. Sit back in your seat and pull against that. Get some breath, don't mind heavy breathing. Keep that knee in line with your ankle. Try not to let the knee cave in. All right, sit up tall, stomach in, and relax. Exhale. Pull your toes in a few circles. I was asking earlier if you guys would have maybe a preference in time. I know I'm doing these at noon because it was in keeping with what we were doing at the gym, but maybe you guys would prefer to have it right away in the morning, 8 or 9 o'clock, or in the afternoon around 4. The camera just gave me the look. But anyways, exhale. Some of you might not have heard, we're having all our trees cut down today, up and down Lexington Street. Those amazing trees that were meeting over the streets at the top. So disappointing. All right, we're pulling in and exhale. And if you didn't catch it in the beginning, today's class is about getting in shape for the gardening and landscaping season that's coming. It's been, well, I guess winter is technically over, but it's still a little early, but not too early to get in shape and extend. So we did that at 3 different levels. Hopefully you caught that. All right, now let's go ahead and stand up again. We're going to work on our squatting again, mostly because that's what you got to do. You got to be able to get down to the floor. So let's start with your feet at a comfortable width so that you can get your hips down, but let's use a strong upper back. And I'm not all the way down, and we're not collapsed. Okay, we want a strong spine. In fact, let's just lift an arm. And you should feel your weight going down through your heels, your ankles. Okay, and come on back up. And we'll do that again. You can have, hang on to a chair if you feel like it. But the more weight your body can, your body needs to know, your muscles need to know what kind of weight it needs to push around. And then this body weight also helps to push out inflammation out of your joints. Sometimes our knees get kind of, full of fluid or fluffy looking because there is waste in the joints and the body needs help moving it out. Movement is the key. As you do this and you're breathing, you should be getting lower and lower, a little easier and easier. Adjust your feet as it feels comfortable for you at your depth. You should be hearing cracking. My ankles and knees are cracking as I create space, and it's a good thing. I'm not feeling any knife pains. All right, a few circles. Widening those legs and some bigger circles. I want this to be your best gardening season yet. I've had different people come to me over the years and they'll say this was my best year of gardening. I wasn't nearly so sore. Or like Marina going and doing a mission trip where they were putting flooring in for people. And then Tom telling me that they were going camping and a long motorcycle trip and not being nearly so sore. And it's given him hope that he won't have to give up riding motorcycle like maybe he was thinking it was going to be coming soon because his legs were weaker and he was struggling getting his leg up and over the motorcycle. And I'm sure that, crosses over to many other activities. So we're getting lower and lower, maybe a little faster too. Inhale, exhale. Whoop. Good. And now we'll work our way down to the floor. All right, so first before we get all the way down, let's just do a nice stretch. And then bend those knees. You can walk it forward. Let's pause. Come right back up. Good. We'll go back down, part way. When you get close, you can start bending your knees. Walk your hands out. Part way down, come right back up. I can hear you guys. You're going, what? You think I'm going to do something and then I'm doing something different. Well, part way down. Walk it out a little. Drop your knees and back. Good. Keep it going. Walk it out. Knees come close to the floor. Push them back up. Good. Hang in there. Knees come down and back up. All right, last time. This time our knees will go all the way down. And let's make a nice box from our wrists to shoulders, hips to knees. Let's do some cat and cows. These are essential for those of us with tight pelvises. You know you have a tight pelvis when only one of these makes sense. In other words, if you're always arching more, you won't be able to. You'll probably only be able to tuck. But if you have a pelvis that is already quite tucked, you won't get any more movement out of that one. So it's important that you still try to go through both movements slowly without any force, all right? The tight pelvises, either tucked or arched, is a real source of back pain for a lot of people. Sciatica pain, low back pain, pain down the sides of their legs. So this is a favorite. This is a super favorite. Your pelvis is attached to your lower vertebra. And so it makes sense that if those vertebrae are not moving or they're severely hindered from moving in the ways that they were designed, you will naturally have pain. Okay. But let's arch up real big now. Push your hands into the floor, drop your head. Keep squeezing your bottom. I even move my hands a little closer to my knees. And maybe you can get up on my fingers so I can tuck the tailbone under more. All right, come out of that and arch your low back as if somebody is stepping right here on your low back. Think about just sticking your booty up in the air and then push against the floor to lengthen through the neck to get those shoulders down. Okay, keep pulling in the stomach because you need a strong core, abdominal core muscles. Keep pushing. All right, now let's make a neutral spine. Neutral spine, but your belly button, pull that up as far as you can. We'll do this hold, this vacuum hold for a little bit here. Doesn't look like anything's going on, but it is. Those deep those structural supporting muscles around your spine. Keep pulling in. Lift your ribs a little bit so you can feel like you're tucking up more muscles up under your ribs. Pull in. Keep pushing against the floor and don't forget to breathe. All right, hold those muscles just like that. Pulling in, lengthening through your spine. And now let's move one knee out to the side. Keep pulling your belly in and down. And again, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lengthen your neck. Straighten your elbows. Pulling in the stomach. Let's do the other side. Okay? So we're still doing the vacuum hold with the belly. And now lift your leg out to the side and drop. Lift. Lengthen through your neck. Real good. All right. So keep your toes together and just widen your knees. And one more cat. And then sit back towards your heels. Walking your fingers away. Lift one shoulder as you shift your hips. Let's do the other side. And it's certainly okay, obviously, if you're not getting your hips back as far as I am. Just work within your limits with lots of breathing and it will loosen up, okay? And you'll begin to get more range of motion. You'll walk with the easy grace of youth once again. All right. Nice. Extend one leg out to the back. And we'll hold this for a little bit. Move my chair. All right, so I've got, let's just say we're all doing our right leg. All right, right leg is back. Still pulling in that belly. Don't forget about that. And so right leg is up at a nice horizontal. We've got the knee down. And I'd like you to extend your left leg. Don't let this hand on the floor get too far away from you. Let's make a nice long posture, reaching away in two directions. Your toes are reaching back, your hand is reaching forward, you're pushing into the floor. Nice long neck. Don't let it droop and don't arch. Stomach still pulled in. Hips are right over your knee. And relax. Good one. We'll do the other side. So make sure if your elbows are bent, you straighten them. Neck is long. Stomach's pulled in. The left leg is nice and long, right straight back from your hip. Find your balance and then reach. Reach away with one hand. Reach away with the leg. Hip is over your knees. Straighten that supporting elbow. Neutral neck. Stomach in. Don't hold your breath. Reach long. Stomach's in. This is great, everybody. You're doing great. Hang in there. The end is in sight. And relax. I think that's the hardest part about going through what we're all going through together with this pandemic is not knowing where the end is. The end is, it's there, even though we can't necessarily see it, it's there. It's not too far in the future, so please hang in there, everybody. It's kind of like that with fitness and diet and any other troubles we all go through. All right, I'd like to do a little bit more. So this right here is actually a great stretch. Just sitting back on your heels, we are stretching your shins and the top of your feet. This is a great pre-run move, and I've shown people how to do it in a chair. I can show you afterwards. Right now, Let's think about lifting one knee. So we're stretching the top of the foot, the top of the toes, and let's do the other. Maybe you're more upright like this, that's okay. You can bring the knee a little forward and still push the top of the foot into the floor. And if your knees don't like this, put a pillow under your knee. Okay, bringing that knee forward, working the top of the feet and the toes. All right, let's bring one leg out. Have your ankle forward of your knee, okay? And the top of the back foot is down. Okay, we'll shift forward. Good, trying to open up the hips, pulling the shoulders back. And we'll switch legs. Knee down, let's reach. I want to do a couple more moves before we finish up here. So reach it forward, shifting your weight forward as much as you can. Open the chest. All right, and let's get down on your back with your knees wide. This is the psoas stretch. I love to show people. You can do this on your back on the floor. You can do this in bed. I've even shown you how to do a modification in a chair. But your knees and feet need to be wide apart, and then a big inhale and you'll exhale and you'll let that knee fall towards the center. But let's keep this butt cheek on the floor. And I know right away some of you will not get the movement if you keep the butt on the floor. But that's how we're stretching this particular muscle. If your hip's following, you know, you should be happy that what you've just found is a potential reason for pain that you might be suffering, or pain that you will be suffering in maybe the not too distant future, because a tight psoas leads to lots of back pain and anxiety. All right, so, and tightness equals weakness, weakness leads to pain. So that's why this daily maintenance needs to be done pretty much your whole life. It's like paying ahead for retirement, you know, saving for retirement. It's a little bit your whole life. And then you'll have a retirement savings, hopefully, by saving a little bit. And you'll have good joints and good range of motion by taking care of yourself a little bit every day. Same as you would for any machine you have, your lawnmowers, your vehicles. You take care of those things. You take care of your home, right? So it'll last. Same thing for our bodies. All right, let's bring these knees up to your chest. Big inhale, exhale. I'd like you to just have one knee in your hand and push. Push that knee away from you. Push, 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 and relax and let it come towards you. Maybe move that knee down towards the floor beside you. All right, back up and push. Push that knee into your hand and relax. Let's do the other side. So you'll start by pulling the knee towards your chest. Big inhale. And then press into the hand. Press, press, press. Relax. We'll move that knee towards the floor, right beside you. Inhale, exhale. One more. Press, press, press. And release. Let's cross your legs. Grab towards your ankles and shift around. I like to cross at the knees, it's easier. And shift your hips. Let's do a little hamstring stretch, okay? Pull the toes towards you. Just having the leg up in the air like this. Pull your belly in. Press your energy through your heel towards the ceiling. Pull the toes towards you. Breathe, because it's a tight pull. Breathe Circle. Circle your ankle. Oh, I can hear those tree cutters coming. They're almost to our house.
There's a car.
Oh, Cam said that was a car. Okay.
Big
Other,
difference.
other leg. It was a car like mine that needs a new muffler or something. All right. Pull that belly in. Push your energy to the ceiling through your heel. Pull the toes towards you. And we'll do a few circles. All right. 2 legs. Bend the knees. Extend. Bend and extend. Pull the toes. Whoo. Those are tight. Reach up. Very nice. And then we'll put your hands behind and sit up. I hope you've liked.
Share, comment, like.
Yeah, I hope you've liked this class. If you guys would do me a great, huge favor, please just hit the share button, like the individual video, and make some comments. Facebook really, looks at that kind of stuff, and when they see that people are engaged, they show it to more people. So share it onto your own by hitting share, and I'll see you guys tomorrow again on this channel, and you guys might even want to check out the pbs.org, pbswisconsin.org/quickfit. Go over and see some of those videos and like and comment, and yeah, anything you do to help get the word out that this is available, I would appreciate it. Stay well, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon for another live class. We'll do things more like hands and feet, shoulders. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.